What's going on with it, man? Welcome to another Real Inglewood Moments episode, man. I got my homie back with me, you know what I'm saying, that was here before from Ransom. Y'all know what it is, man, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to let him introduce himself once again, and we're going to talk about some politics and some other things that's going on in the world today, man.
Good day on this blessed Sunday. It's me, LiL Money Mal from the Inglewood Ransoms, coming back at y'all, live and direct with the big homie B-Rap from the Centers, and we coming to speak what's real and what's going on today.
That's real, man. That's real talk, man. Rest in peace to PNB. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that, man?
Deep situation, because I never heard of the individual prior to his demise. And that's what's sad in today's generation. They don't give you flowers until you're dead.
Right.
And there was a lot of speculation when it went down at first, based on the situation on the east side where he was. He shouldn't have been there with his chains on.
Right.
That's sad to say today. We can't walk where we want to walk with what we earned on.
Right, that's real talk.
But the cold twist to it is the killer, is alleged killer, 17 years old.
Crazy, man.
And his father, somebody I seen come to Y. I seen Tiny Night Out walk in. Not one of the people who, if I would have had they say somebody in Y was responsible for this, he would have been the last person that I would have chose to say, oh, his character is that, because he was a very quiet and kept to himself individual.
Okay, so you know the individual then?
Yeah, personally.
Okay, personally know him. Okay. It was Little Night Owl.
Tiny Night Owl from A7 Gangsters.
Okay, Tiny Night Owl, man. I didn't even know that. That might be some information that people don't even know about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think the only person I seen that had said something was ODM Slim. ODM Slim show, he had acknowledged that, who he was.
Okay.
And when I seen the picture at first, I'm looking, I asked my relative Gucci for photos, like, ain't this one of y'all? He's like, man, I think I know Cub, but I ain't sure. Then I heard the name, Tron, because there's a homie from Fruittown with that last name, Tron. They might be related because it's you don't know too many people with that name.
With that name, yeah.
And I remembered, like, oh, that's old boy from A7 Gangster, and it being in his neighborhood, it just explained a whole lot more.
That's right. That's crazy, though, man. They said they had the mother or something.
His baby mother and 2-year-old daughter were allegedly. I know the baby mother was there, but it's not been factually validated that the 2-year-old daughter was there.
Right. That's crazy, though, man. They said they were sitting in the place, huh?
Patrolling their hood, like when you think about the Roscoes and the QSBs, it's a bad decision to make with the wrong color on. But then you look at what they say about rappers tapping in, and I look at, South Central Cartel.
Right.
They A7 Gangsters.
Right.
If he walked in there with Havoc and Prodigy, with that same situation that happened,
he would have been all right.
He would have been checked in, and that shows these other rappers who take offense are like, oh, I ain't got to check in. It's who you know and who you with.
So what do you think they getting the wrong concept about checking in? When they thinking about checking in, they thinking about you got to pay somebody.
Yeah, you got to come pay your money to come walk through the city.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You like, we're going to give you a tour, but you got to pay this bread. You better check in. I don't think that's what the homies are saying. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. It's a title that has been far twisted. It's pretty much, you got to look at it when you go to prison. Before you even make your bed, you checking in. You letting them know what's your crime, who your co-offenders are, what's your gang. If you go to Universal Studios, you got to go through the checkout line. That's a part of life. And if you want to play by our rules and our regulations, you got to respect those. Now, I don't believe that Prodigy and Havoc from South Central Cartel would have asked for any money to call their homies and let them know at that spot. My boy coming through in so-and-so car look like this, he untouchable.
Right.
It's worth your life. Even if you do got to pay for some security, you got to somehow protect yourself and your property.
Right, that's real. You know who he was affiliated with as far as the Crip or the Blood side?
The rapper dude?
Yeah, who he was affiliated with. Was he, you know what I'm saying?
I seen him throwing up a C. Like I said, to this day, I had no clue. Never even heard PNB Rock. It took me a while to just get the name down. PNB Rock.
Right.
So I doubt that they even seen the face. They seen this.
Right.
That's the first thing that comes to their mind. Like, oh, he got.
Right. the reason why I asked that question, because usually most times the people come from somewhere, they're affiliated with
like Quando Rondo in the 60s.
Somebody, yes, they affiliated with somebody, they know somebody, you know what I'm saying? So when they come to the town, they can call somebody and be like, hey, homie, I'm coming out here, whoop, 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 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people tied to the Power Roosters, like you say, the 60s,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, the families, you know what I'm saying? You know, shit, people got ties, man, you know,
Some,
they just...
a teaching lesson. Now
Right.
they know.
Right.
Call somebody.
Yeah, you should, because Rondo came out here and got dumped on, didn't he?
Yeah, from what reports say on YouTube, he hadn't checked in. He had took a stance that I ain't gonna be extorted or none of this and all of that.
I wonder where they getting that from, thinking they gonna be extorted, you know what I'm saying? Who's telling them that you gonna
I'm
be
learning that
extorted?
a lot of people from out of town, like especially how the homies started out there, the Nine Trey Bloods, reading this Mustard Cody book,
Right.
and then getting some information from an individual that's not too accepted in the hood no more and goes out there for safety, and they give them a story that's totally opposite of what our lessons and morals and values are, and the game gets twisted. Because if I'm in Inglewood, I'm from Inglewood. Say my baby mama has a baby shower on 111th and the Shaw. I'm finna call you. Like, what's going on over there? Is it booty over here? You gotta check it out. You might want to refer to it as something else. Ask the homie, is it good to be over there? Wherever you want to say it is, that's what it comes down to. You got to check the temperature of your location at all times. And then you got to look at the times and the climate. This is an election season. 2024, there's a new president. Or we're going to deal with this same administration. So now, if you look at voting usually taking place, and the people that vote are the same people every year that vote, they want to keep it that way. Because those people know they getting elected. And this is where I work at now. I do canvassing for a local campaign. And I hear from the people who are in the power to make laws that would make these type of situations decrease with certain monies and policies and programs implemented into the communities that would give these people different perspectives on life. So now, if you think about if we increase our knowledge, wisdom, and we become better understood on how environment works and how the laws and legislation is made, then we would be more inclined to vote. We would be more inclined to communicate with our local politicians. But now it's like, in the game, we Crips, we Bloods, and they are enemies. So we ain't voting, we ain't doing none of this. But 3 strikes, death row, all of these initiatives are made possible by voting. Crack being more legally punishable than cocaine. Those are laws that are created by people, believe it or not, that have the power to put you in jail.
That's real.
And change your child support. All of these things are handled by the people that we choose or choose not to vote for.
Man, I'm gonna flip the script a little bit, because me and the homie, we've been talking about people having life insurance, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people dying, a lot of people getting killed and all kind of things, man, and they leaving without no life insurance, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just not buying the life insurance, man. I don't understand that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have life insurance so you can be buried properly, and your parents or your kids or whoever, you know what I'm saying? You know, they can take care of the business. They don't got to get out and go do fish fries and chicken fries and whatever they got to do to try to pay for your funeral, you know what I'm saying? Well, you can have some insurance, man, it costs you about $30, $40 a month, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's simple, you know, I don't get it, you know what I'm saying? What you think about that, though?
Priorities. This in
huh?
our life, society and the culture is made up to, and this is crazy, like if you look at certain pages on YouTube or Facebook, they know what or how to influence your mind. Like, they know you like shoes, you're gonna start seeing shoe ads. So if you really ponder on most people who need life insurance, they have problems getting an eighth of weed a day. They have problems paying a Metro PCS phone bill. So life insurance seems like a whole nother bill. They don't even got car insurance or a driver's license. So irresponsibility, first of all. And if you look, a person who has life insurance more than likely has passable credit, high school graduation, diploma. The people who take care of themselves the best are the people that follow rules the best. And life insurance is a rule in life. You gotta be able to have protection for the afterlife.
Right.
And we're so caught up in today. And oh, that ain't gonna be me, or the homie's gonna take care of me. And for myself, my mom be on my head. Baby, you gotta just go and sell everything I got and y'all'll be all right, is what I always say.
So look, what about the people that, you know, it's some people that got jobs, man. I know a couple of homies that had jobs and a lot of things going on. You know what I'm saying? They got the bread to do it. I just wonder why they ain't did it. Like, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? Why y'all not getting this life insurance?
You got that taboo too, like therapy. Going to see a counselor. Oh, that's for the white folks. My mama didn't have life insurance. My daddy didn't. It's not something that we've really been taught. We were taught to pray, refrain from cussing, stay away from gangs. But getting life insurance, buying a home, it's something that, oh, that's for the white folks. But no, you'll see when you see homies that did struggle to bury homies. It's a sad thing. It's homies right now to this day don't even got a headstone.
That's real.
Based on they didn't think about the sacrifices and the consequences that come with not having this little life insurance. But speaking on that, you just put a seed in me. Like, it's time.
Yeah, you gotta have it. You gotta have it, man. You gotta have it. It's something you gotta have. I mean, you know, you don't even think about the money part of it, but if you think you got, you know, a $50,000 life insurance policy and something happened to you and they gotta spend like $20,000 on your funeral or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Your kids and your wife or whoever else, you know what I'm saying, that's left, gonna get that $30,000 and they gonna be all right. They gonna be able to take care of some bills and do some other things. Even though you shouldn't look at it like that, you really should look at it about being able to put yourself in the ground. But the truth of the matter is, you know, $50,000 life insurance would do a person real good.
It goes. Then you gotta think about the fear factor. How many people, like, my sister was the first one to really push the issue. Like, everybody in the house got to get life insurance. I mean, she's platinum. She want to kill me and get the life insurance claim. You got some homies that think like that. There's so much fear and misperception in today's world that people don't know what to do. It comes down to homies like yourself being that example and showing, like, okay, if the big homie do it, then it may not be something we don't do. More homies show that it's. That's what it is. Everybody today, I've realized, they're acting off of what the next man do. If there wasn't no drama today, YouTubers wouldn't know what to do. If ain't nobody getting killed, ain't nobody dissing somebody's set or race, it's a drama field. That's why I've been falling back. Like, man, but I want to be that light to show, like, nah, everybody on YouTube ain't all fabricating and just making up drama.
Yeah, that's a good topic, man. Where people really need to get that, though. Y'all need to get on that, man. Get that insurance, man. Another thing, too, man. Y'all kids, y'all need to stay in school, man. For real. That's
a diploma is just as important as life insurance today. I think it's more people got life insurance than diploma.
Man, very important. And go to college, too. Don't be scared to go to college. You know what I'm saying? If I think about it, you're a college graduate.
I got a bachelor's and an associate's degree.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, man, go to college, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get it, man. I was in jail. You know what I'm saying? But, you know. Yeah, it ain't never too late, though. You know what I'm saying? I've been thinking about going back and taking some classes for real. You know what I'm saying?
Expanding your horizon. Like, I worked as a case manager right here in Vegas at the Summit View Youth Facility, which would be like our YA in California. And I applied because I was doing a lot of mentoring and volunteer work. So I'm like, if I'm volunteering and y'all let me in here, y'all should pay me to do this. And my record kept shooting me down. But writing a letter to the governor and letting them know that I have a degree and haven't been back to jail in over 10 years. That degree is what really gave them the okay to say, okay, he's educated. We can look past everything else. Education and 7 years of clean record get you far today.
That's real talk. That's real talk.
And a credit score. If we talking about things that, because like coming home from YA, at 24 years after being locked up from 14 to 24, them are the things that they didn't even think to teach us. How to fill out a rental application, how to fill out a job application. If you don't get involved in those type of things as parents teaching our youth right now, this is what you should be doing. We should be focusing on you getting a little job and saving up for life insurance. We don't hear that. It's about you turning 18 and getting out the door.
That's real.
Some of our parents, especially in our generation, they weren't worried about us dying as young as we are today. But we got little women, people driving in cars, getting hit.
That's real. That's real talk. There's a lot going on, man. A lot going on.
What do you think about the car accident in the city on La Brea. 5 people killed.
It's terrible.
One homegirl from VNG, and her daughter in the stomach.
It's terrible, man. That's terrible. I don't know what the young lady was thinking about or what she was going through, but you know what I'm saying? Just to take out other people, man, because you having problems, it's terrible, man.
Mental health. From my research on the case, this has been her 4th big mental health breakdown.
I think, 4 or 5, wasn't
it? She's had prior car accidents.
Yeah, all out of state. She was from out of state, right?
Texas.
Right.
She's a nurse that a traveling nurse.
And that's crazy that she was a nurse, though. You know what I'm saying? Now she got a nurse degree. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know what else.
You can't judge a book by your cover. Because I promise, when I first heard it, it was drunk driving. So many different things came to my mind.
Yeah.
But a mental distressed woman with a clear, good job, it shows anybody can be infected by mental health. That could affect anyone.
That's real. Let's say, you know, rest in peace to all the people that lost their lives right there. You know what I'm saying? That was just terrible, man, right there. That was sad, man, for real. That was sad, man. You know what I'm saying? And people that had to lose their life like that. If you had something going on, you should have just drove your shit off at the beach or something, on the cliff or something. You know what I'm saying?
Take your life.
Yeah,
I want to say that to these people who are out here going to schools and shooting us in Oakland. It's getting closer and closer and closer. A school shooting in Oakland, even though it didn't involve students, nonetheless, it's mental health. Because, like I told this before, when I was taking college, we took psychology courses, and I had to take a psychology 101. And we're studying Sigmund and Freud, who wrote these theories about mental behavior 1899, 1900s, when not only has policies, behavior, but the environment. Like, I believe us being in Inglewood by that 405 and freeways running through the city, the ignition, all of these health factors have a factor in our mental behavior. If we breathing in all this bad stuff, so I think that they need to reevaluate some of these mental evaluations and help treat people instead of punish people. Like, I don't think she should be going to jail, but she should go to a mental facility, alcohol treatment, and get counseling for the problem.
That's real. That's real talk. Because a lot of times they send a lot of people there, man, for the wrong reason, just lock you up, and it really make people worse. You know what I'm saying? Make them worse off, man.
One of my problems with society today is I get out of jail. They tell you what you're supposed to do coming home is refrain from hurting people, don't commit crimes, get a job, get an education, and do this, and you can be reaccepted into society. Yet, you got individuals with tattoos, gang-related tattoos on their face, out here killing people. Like, Night Owl is the face now of YA offenders. When I'm here doing what I'm supposed to do, so now if you're a young child and your whole mental is on becoming accepted, attention, and the only way you can get it is by committing crimes, being a gang member, doing what's different, abnormal to society. So I believe that regular citizens, non-gang affiliates, and lawmakers have a problem with not rewarding individuals for doing good and giving all the attention to the individuals who break the law. It's discouraging.
That's real talk. But yeah, man, what you think about what's going on here in Las Vegas, man? All the crimes and shit that's happening in Las Vegas.
I live on Maryland Flamingo, right by UNLV. 4 days ago, they apprehended a serial killer. Have anybody y'all heard about a serial killer here in Las Vegas?
No.
Not at all.
Not until he escaped.
His knife was found in my laundry room of my building. I lived with my mom and take care of my mom, who's an older woman, and thinking he was killing older women.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't say nothing about it until he got caught.
Right. That ain't the dude they caught at the bus station, is it?
No, he's...
That's the dude that escaped from jail.
He put a bomb at the Luxor in the parking structure, like being vandalism turned into murder. That bomb killed somebody. And he was found right here on this street. Eastern and Owens. As well as Tiny Night Owl. He got caught right here on Fremont.
I was wondering what
he got caught on Fremont.
What he come to Vegas for? Like, man, what is you coming to Vegas for?
That's why it's so violent out here. I did a video on my YouTube channel, Frank Lewis, the YA Baby, by the way. Subscribe if you haven't.
That's right.
It's LA more violent than Las Vegas. And I did the numbers. Right now it's 281 murders in Los Angeles County, but you're thinking that's Watts, Gardena, Inglewood, all the hoods put together. And we at 91 here in Las Vegas right now. And that's sick because we got 365 people dead off of fentanyl.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now that's another thing, man. That fentanyl, man. Man, y'all better quit playing, man.
It's hurt some homies in Inglewood. Rest in peace, Lil Fiji, yo.
Yeah.
I believe, and this isn't a conspiracy, this is something I learned in school actually doing environmental science.
Right.
And the baby boomer generation and the fear the government had that they wouldn't have enough resources. So they was, what was it called? Climate, not climate change, people change. How they, population dealing with the population, how many people, population control. And they were worried about these baby boomers. And I've broken down that, I don't even like to say it, that what they was getting us during the pandemic with, and that disease was targeting certain blood types, like O negatives and O positive. The O blood rarely caught that disease. It was like AB, the major bloodlines that are out there. They were trying to, I believe, populate control. That's why they don't want to change certain laws or stop what's going on.
Yeah, I guess they figure they got to do something, man, because you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in the United States.
Yeah, and what do you remember during the '84 Olympics?
Shit, I can't even remember back that far, man.
I've been researching. 28,000 individuals in the hood were arrested. The Coliseum was turned into a jail. Until the Olympics was over, they had an undercover jail down there. And I say this to say, 2028, Los Angeles is having the Olympics again.
Oh, yeah.
And think about that. 4,000 people was arrested in the 92 riots, 2,000 in the 65 riots. And we acting like this, I believe they are going to use all of this, the Beverly Center incident with Rondo, which makes me like, how they ain't catch that individual.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In Beverly Hills, there's cameras who's going to watch that car go wherever it went. It's mysterious that they ain't caught that person, but now this situation happened, and in handcuffs, night out goes. They're gonna make laws. That's what I look forward to in 2024. I believe when we get that new president come, it's gonna be a change in policy.
Who that's gonna be, man? Who we gonna get, man? If we getting Trump back, is Trump coming back, man?
Trump is coming back, and then I look at who all he pardoned. You familiar with some of the names he pardoned?
Yeah.
Kodak Black.
Yeah, he got Lil Wayne off.
Harry O.
Yeah.
And now Snoop Dogg, Harry O, and Dr. Dre collaborate to bring Death Row back. It makes me believe that if it's not Trump with because I can't see Snoop running for vice president. I can't see it just based on his, it would be too bad. They ain't gonna let that happen, but he has to have some kind of friendly face to the individuals who really did. I voted for Trump 2 times. So I already understand the politics behind it. And if Trump was president right now, PNB would be alive. It would be so different because there was so much money going. I can remember times where there were targets in the hood, homies that knew that this dude is on site. But they had so much money in their pocket from Trump that we seen through that. PNP gold would have meant nothing. His rocks would have meant nothing to these people because they would have had their own. And I don't say that giving people money for nothing, which is really reparations. That's why I, like, when that big debate came, American Cholo talk about the reparations, and I'd look at that and say, what if they gave us all money we really deserved for slavery? What would we do with it? We already gave y'all a preview. But I think it being legalized, that's what they not looking when they point out, well, look what you guys did with that money. That was money that wasn't ours, so we was trying to get what we could as quickly as possible. But if you give us legitimate money for all you lawmakers that use EDD and PPP as a black eye against reparations, no, you're going to have money in pockets of individuals who can responsibly use that money. And we'll be able to Now, I think you should be able to, like, go get food stamps. If you got a job, we shouldn't be paying LeBron James.
Right.
We shouldn't be paying people who are already in that position. But if you can come fill out an application and say, well, I made this here real Inglewood Moments, and it's little youngsters that heard stories on here that now they went this way instead of going that way. You deserve a pot.
That's real.
They should make it to where people who've earned to be able to say that they did this and that can get that type of money. And then instead of focusing on taking somebody else's money, we're going to be trying to do what we got to do to get our money.
Right. To get it on there.
That's what it comes down to. They're like, how are gangs going to stop? Will gang banging ever stop? Gangs per se, never. But the things that negatively come along with them, killing, drug dealing, the stuff we do to try to get money that other people are tax-exempt billion-dollar companies are getting, that's money. Charge them money and give it to people who deserve it. You'll have the economy flowing. Small businesses will benefit. And like I say, the killers will try to go get that money.
Trying to go get that money
instead of risking life and taking a son down with them.
Because somebody told me, I don't know how true it is, but they say that jury had on his neck wasn't even real. The only thing was real was his watch.
Ooh.
And they say a lot of the rappers, you know what I'm saying, like Soulja Boy and them, they be wearing that costume jewelry. I mean, shit, if I was up there and had money like that, I'd be wearing costume jewelry too. Why would you want to wear your real shit? Keep that in the safe for rainy days. You know what I'm saying? Keep that in the safe for rainy days. Keep it fresh. Put on the costume jewelry, man. If they hit you, man, let it, hey, go ahead, bro. Take it off for you. Here you go. Roll with it.
And even if it's not, for those who disagree, because like I heard a couple of rappers say, yeah, that ain't real.
Right.
It should be based on, how do you say this without putting nobody out there? You got to respect people's property.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what and it's a hater move. I remember in our days to do something to somebody that's doing something good. Now, say if he was scandalous or he was greedy or there was a reason we gonna target you. But if you a big homie that did right by other homies with your paper, you was respected.
Right.
So it's gonna come out. Because it's a trial gonna come. They probably gonna take deals. It probably won't be a trial. I doubt a trial. They might take some deals.
Oh, that's the best thing for them to do is take a deal, though. Shit. That's the best thing going. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they got all the cameras. You was in there, then you left, or however it played, you know what I'm saying? Then you robbed him, you killed a man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, however it play out, you better take a deal. Because, man, you looking at death row. That type of shit.
Yeah, and I'm wondering why, bringing up Nipsey Hussle case, since we talking about criminal cases, the convicted murderer, Eric Holder, he was supposed to be sentenced September the 15th.
Right.
They moved his whole sentencing date to 3 days before the election.
Oh, 3 days before the election.
3 days before the election. I find that hella
what
weird.
You got a DA. What you think they gonna do with it? They gonna catch
They gonna throw the book at him. They got to. It's gonna be so much pressure. Even though I believe if they let him walk out free, ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Everybody worried about riots and uprisings. I think the 92 riots and the way the police came after that, without having the cameras that they have now, the informants that they have now, we know they gonna catch the instigator. Everything's gonna be on camera. It really comes down to voting. If you get individuals like us that talk like us, think like us, the world slowly starts to change.
Change it around,
Because if I'm a mayor or a councilman and you come to me and say, well, these people are doing this in the government, like, well, this Walmart is closing all of these little mom and pops. My mother's market is gone now because they came over here and they did this. That's because greedy council members allow that. They vote for these people to come and be like, all right, y'all could do that. I think Inglewood gonna see the swap meet be gone and a Walmart come there. These is things us as Inglewood homies gotta think about.
Right.
We can have a homie, like it's a homegirl I went to Crozier with. Damn, Cece, what's your real name? But she's gonna run for the Inglewood mayor. That's huge.
She finna do it.
She running now. Yeah,
is that right?
She running now. I send you her. She my friend on Facebook.
Yeah, send me a link or something. I'm gonna have to check her out.
She's running for the Inglewood mayor. And to think what somebody in that position could do as a homie. Not no negativity, not
Right.
but somebody who, like, if a Red Rum or an individual like that say, yo, Spaghetti, I can see Spaghetti from there.
Mm-hmm.
Homies that know the history, been in Inglewood from the beginning,
Right.
and are able to put people in position to make control. Like, oh, if we put this dude over there, then the bottle's gonna cool down. We put this dude over there in the NHPs. Speaking of NHPs, you check out the homie Half. He got a YouTube station, Half Pint, NHP, a G homie, my generation, 89 and up.
The rapper Half Pint.
Nah,
Not
that was his little homie.
Okay.
Big Pint.
Big Pint. Okay.
Little short, used to have a ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
Reputable Inglewood homie. He's kicking some real Inglewood stories, 89 and up.
Right.
And that's what we need. Homies like us out the city to be that example, because that gentrification is coming.
Right.
And if they run us out of Inglewood, then these hats, these tattoos.
Yeah, they working on it though now.
They are
Shit.
trying. So
They
we got to
working on
fight back in a positive manner. And it comes with making sure we don't get those people in the house that developer related, trying to get raised rent. You can do all of that by voting for the proper people. So what I tell y'all to do is just read y'all ballots.
Mm-hmm.
Take a little time. If you ain't with the reading, come to my YouTube channel. I'm going to give you everything you need to know, even in California, about the politics.
Right.
Because there's a fair DA there right now that's really trying to work with brothers and get ready to bail.
Right.
They got a system that's going up against him, saying that the bail needs to be replaced.
Mm-hmm.
See how twisted the game is? They find somebody of your color to come go against what you got going.
Right. That's real talk though, man. Spit your channel out again, man. Let them know what time it is. They can get you on your channel, man, so they can look for that. For the people that don't want to read the ballots and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Frank Lewis, FrankLewis, the YA baby. I was raised in the California Department of Youth Authority, and from the age of 14 to 24, and my channel is where you can go and hear something different than the gang stories or war stories. I'm telling you about the theories and the mentality that caused me to get to there. So coming soon, I'm gonna start with my stories, but I want to be different than the other channels that all they doing is, this is who I was and this is what I'm about, the hood this, the hood that. I want to show how to educate yourself, how to get out of jail and not go back like I've done.
That's right. Y'all check that out, man. Make sure y'all support his channel, man. Go subscribe and comment and all that, like all his things, man, and check it out, you know what I'm saying? At least give, you know what I'm saying, a shot and look at it, man, and see what it's all about, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
That's all I ask.
That's it.
And 89 and up, Inglewood love. You gotta subscribe to all the stuff. If you from Inglewood and you subscribe to somebody else on YouTube and not Inglewood Moments, Frank Lewis the YA baby, and 89 and up, you ain't Inglewood.
Right. You got to support the home team, man. Support the home team. That's what it's all about, man.
And I can't not talk about my boy Lil Crazo from Raymond, his channel, the Hood Life Coach. He's really on a positive tip.
Oh, the Hood Life Coach. Okay, I'm about to check his. I think I'm gonna subscribe
he's
to
a
his channel,
positive homie right there, out the other side of town. But we all Inglewood.
Yeah, I want to sit down and holler at Baby Crazo, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's both of them been here. Baby Crazo my age, Lil Crazo your age.
Yeah,
That's the one who got the YouTube. Baby Crazo the one that was on Kev Mac.
Okay, Baby Crazo.
Yeah,
that's
Lil
what I'm
Crazo is the life coach.
Right.